It's Patrick Hutzel from IntensiveCareHotline.com, where we instantly improve the lives for families of critically ill patients in intensive care so that you can make informed decisions, have peace of mind, real power, real control, and so that you can influence decision making fast, even if you're not a doctor or a nurse in intensive care. This is another episode of Your Questions Answered, and in last week's episode I answered another question in a series of questions from my client Robert, and the question last week was part 10 of my 68-year-old mother is in intensive care with gastric perforation and she's not waking up after the surgery. Will she need a tracheostomy? You can check out last week's episode by clicking on the link below this video. In this week's episode of Your Questions Answered, I want to answer the next question from one of our readers, and I want to feature another case study this week, which is an excerpt from a one-on-one phone counseling and consulting session with one of my clients. And the case study this week is, my 63-year-old dad has been in intensive care for 10 weeks. He's still on the ventilator and the tracheostomy. When will he be off the ventilator? This is another great case study from a one-on-one phone counseling and consulting session with me, where I can talk a client through what is happening with his dad after 10 weeks being in intensive care and stuck on a ventilator with a tracheostomy. It's another great case study where I can walk a client through everything that's happening step by step. I can talk the client through what the intensive care unit is probably missing and what they should be doing next in order to wean his dad off the ventilator after 10 weeks in ICU. Remember, if you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care, you simply don't know what you don't know. And the sooner you ask for help and the right advice, the quicker you can make sense in such a complex and also once-in-a-lifetime situation that you know you can't afford to be getting wrong. So go and scroll down below this video and read through the case study with my client, Dave. Again, it's a very good case study where I can showcase to Dave how they can wean his dad off the ventilator and what they should be doing next. Now, if your family member is in intensive care for a long period of time and you want your family member to be weaned off the ventilator, you should definitely read through that case study. If you're watching this on YouTube, click on the link below this video that will get you directly to the case study. Thanks for watching and thanks for reading the case study. So, how can you become the best advocate for your critically ill loved one? Make informed decisions. Get peace of mind, control, power, and influence quickly whilst your loved one is critically ill in intensive care. You get to that all-important feeling of making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence when you download your free instant impact report now by entering your email below. In your free instant impact report, you learn quickly how to make informed decisions, get peace of mind, real power and real control, and how you can influence decision making fast whilst your loved one is critically ill in intensive care. Your free instant impact report gives you in-depth insight that you must know whilst your loved one is critically ill or is even dying in intensive care. Sign up and download your free instant impact report now by entering your email below. In your free instant impact report, you learn how to speak the secret intensive care language so that the doctors and the nurses know straight away that you are an insider and that you know and understand what's really happening in intensive care. In your free report, you will also discover how to ask the doctors and the nurses the right questions. Discover the many competing interests in intensive care and how your critically ill loved one's treatment may depend on those competing interests. How to eliminate fear, frustration, stress, struggle, and vulnerability, even if your loved one is dying. You get 5 mind-blowing tips and strategies helping you to get on the right path to making informed decisions, get peace of mind, control, power, and influence in your situation. You'll get real-world examples and case studies that you can easily adapt to your critically ill loved one's situation. How to stop being intimidated by the intensive care team and how you will be seen as equals. You'll get crucial behind-the-scenes insight so that you know and understand what is really happening in intensive care and how you need to manage doctors and nurses in intensive care, and it's not what you think. Thank you for tuning into this week's Your Questions Answered episode, and I'll see you again next week in another update. Make sure you also check out our blog section for more tips and strategies, or simply send me an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. Or you can call me, find international phone numbers on our contacts tab. Also, check out our ebook section where you get more ebooks, videos and audio recordings, and where you can also get one-on-one counseling and consulting with me via Skype over the phone or via email by clicking on the products tab. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I'll see you again next week in another update.